Christmas in my past.
Good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? We're finally here. That's right. We're finally at Jackson Hole. Bloomberg is ready to do cover. Everyone's pretty much there, ready to go to see what the fate of the markets are going to be for the rest of the year. Guys, how's it going? all the flames in the chat. Thanks again, guys. Thanks again. Braveheart McFreedom out the gate. How's it going, my man? Numero uno. Yes, numero uno, my man. Good morning, Crypto JPEG. Yes, good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going? Woohoo, says Braveheart McFreedom. Yes, we got Cliff here as well. Oops, coffee now. Yes, coffee. Yes, man, I can't do today without coffee, for sure. Oops, coffee needed. Coffee now. Oops, coffee me now. Jesus. Oh man, you guys are a riot. Oh yeah, someone get morning everyone. Yes, J Money's here. Guys. How's it going, J Money? Someone get pal a little blue pill, Jackson Hole, and some lube, and let's get this thing over with. Let's get it over with, guys. Let's get it over with. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Someone get, yes, I think that's where I was. Coffee. Yes, coffee this morning. Gamma Goddess is here as well, guys. Yes, Grand Rising Otaku and Crystal family. Yeah, happy. Welcome to Freedoms. We're serving breakfast, coffee, hot chocolate, and time to get this money. Yes, Gamma, 100%. I love it, Gigi. Yes, best manager ever. Yeah, yes, she is. Probably soon to be a franchise owner too. Yeah, 100%. Thank you, Braveheart, says Gamma Goddess, and here's your coffee. Here's your coffee, sir. Well, thank you, Gamma. Thank you for the coffee. Oh, jeez, I really need it. What else we have here? Oh, what is that? Karate Mata? Karate Mata? I'm not sure what that is there. Sent me a link to X on. Oh yeah, that was Cliff. I can view it real quick and see what's going on with that. Guys, today's the big day. Hopefully, you guys have suffered through all the pain. What the hell is this? Rise and Shine this morning from Annie over on X. Cliff just shared this to me. See what she's rattling on about. Mm-hmm. There you go. Make today yours, according to Grok 4.0 or 3.0. That's probably 3.0 still. Any. Yeah, thank you, Braveheart. Thank you. Here's your coffee. Yes, thank you for the coffee, Gamma. Otaku, you see 128. Oh wait, a $12 billion market cap for Swift coin before Christmas? No, probably not. Not right now. We got what, 4 months, 3 months. I need money now. I need money now, says Gamma. Me too, man. I feel it, man. I feel it. My bank account's less like slipping. It's all sitting in there in crypto, man. Pal could literally drain my bank, my crypto wallet today. Yeah, where's Nebs? He owes you from last night's noodle hustle. I don't know, man. Where is Nebs? He's probably not awake up yet. Oh yeah, there he is. I see him down in the chat. A little lower. So is J-Hole at 10 then? Yes, J-Hole's at 10. We still have the market open at in about 5 minutes. Don't forget, guys, it's still a normal day. Normal Friday, but not quite so normal. Markets will open in about 5 minutes, though. Alexi, exactly, Nebs, how much money you make on the block last night? Oh, my God. Did Ben pick you up on time? Oh no, I didn't know he was doing a nightly call. Yeah, Nebs. Hopefully you weren't out there too long. Yeah, there he is. Indeed, I love the chaos in my cup. Song proper. Oh yes, McFreedom. Happy Friday, everyone. Much love. Have a great day. This give me an idea too for McFreedom's. Freedoms need a theme song, man. They need a motto. They need a theme song. I gotta add that to the list of things to do. Oh man, where is my Oh, okay. McFreedom's theme song. All right, motto and theme song. Okay, just making notes, guys. Okay. Don't forget, McFreedom's now serving Tola tacos. Oh my God. All right, yeah. What are we buying today? Saying, yeah, Obsidian Black. Good morning. Good morning. What are we buying? What are we buying, guys? Let me know in the chat what you guys are buying today. What is still down? We can take a look at that before the J-hole begins and the markets open. Markets open in about 3 minutes now, guys. OKB is up. Wow, 360% on the month. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now it's pretty much down a percent or two. But yeah, everything is in the red. Everything is in the red except for Crypto.com's coin, Crow, Morpho, which just entered the top 100 not that long ago, last night, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Lido. Lido's up a little bit today. That's it. Everything else is in the red. We are sitting at about an average of 2.2% in the red this morning. Sui's down another 3%, sitting at $3.30. I might buy another 100 of those before we get this going, guys. Oh, we pulled in good 250. I'm probably not gonna buy nothing until this thing's over with, to be honest. See how it all the dust settles. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but I've been DCing all like. I am run out. I'm sure you guys have run out too. Okay, let's see. What? Greased? Are you Nebs? Are you good, my man? Are you good? All right. Turn in my 10%. Jesus, 10%, the kindest pimp ever. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh man. Yeah. Hey, Otaku. Good morning, Brian. Good morning. Good morning. I'm still trying to wake up here. Hope you guys are ready to go. Family discount. I can't hear. Can't hear her. Can't hear who? Oh, geez. Dag is the one. The best part of waking up is chaos in my cup. There we go. That's Gamma's hook. Yes, she's working her way up the ladder at McFreedom's. Jesus. Oh, my God, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Of course, we are sitting at the beginning of the day, right before Jackson Hole. Jackson Hole terrorizes the markets. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Front and center. All right, where the hell did my thing go? I had yeah, I had Doomberg pulled up. Yeah, I did have Doomberg pulled up. They were giving their opening speeches about where they think this is going to head. It's not looking too great this morning. Again, this is a very important one for Powell, not only because of the state of the economy where we're in right now, but also because it will be the last speech he will have at Jackson Hole for his tenure as Fed chair. Okay, let's take a look at overall market sentiment. Where's the stock market coming in at? I think we're starting at 50, right? We're starting at 50 across the board. Yeah, 50 across the board. Everyone is in I don't know land. They should be buying the dip, but they're in I don't know land. Everyone's in neutral right now before Jackson Hole speech. Pretty good, primed and ready to go. I'm sure everyone's primed and ready to go. It's a Friday, so again, low liquidity. It's not going to be too crazy in terms of movements, but I do have a prediction on the chart. This is what I think is going to happen. We're ready for it, actually. This is actually leading right into it pretty well. In the past, especially on times of uncertainty and you know, very important meetings, at least Fed meetings in the past, Jackson Hole is no exception. We've had a bit of a overreaction to the markets, sending us down to a new low in the more recent times, and then possibly getting us back up and breaking out if he says something dovish. This is one of my predictions I have today. I think it's going to more than likely play out if Powell doesn't get on there and have a complete hawkish stance on the markets. We could see a complete sell-off down to the bottom of this, hopefully not breaking us out of this channel, but still on a downward channel either way. The drop that I put it on here for this prediction is only going to get us to the center of the downward parallel channel, so the descending trend. So this is not the greatest. Yes, the greatest outlook for this is that we finally break out, right? And we get closer to that $116,000 target. We did shoot up last night, and we tried to get out of 114. We hit it once, and then we got shot back down, and that was pretty much it. So it was very short-lived last night. So we'll see where we end up. Yeah, Jerome's his time is now. His time is now. All right. Happy Friday, guys. More chaos. Strawberry Dragons in the house. How's it going, Strawberry? Good morning. Good morning. Yes, more chaos, guys. Let's get into it. Market opens right now over at Bloomberg. Boom. Sound.
Well, I mean, we've gotten some data from it. It's not just tea leaves, but yes,
Okay.
we've got a speech coming
Can
up.
we go to WEI and get rid of the Brammo gloom here and mention that year to date we're in a raging bull market?
Okay,
and
I was just
dollar
giving a
adjusted,
sense of where
the
we were coming from.
The DAX in Germany is a Saturn V moonshot of superiority.
Well, we're going to be talking in just a minute with someone who has watched that all happen with the recovery. I will just say, I have been talking about how the S&P is up 13% since the last time we were here, and that the Nasdaq's up 18%, and this has been absolutely a really strong market, pretty much across the board.
It's been a strong market, and of course that's part of the issue of why are we cutting 20. The 50 beep rate cut, that all went away.
Yeah, like
Can we
that's
say that
absolutely not in the market at all.
But again, I would say all in all, it's looking at equities, bonds, currencies, commodities, and we are in an August doldrums, which is going to end at 10:01 Wall Street time.
Well, maybe.
This morning.
We'll see. I mean, we've seen some speeches that have left it in doldrums. I don't think this time around, though, and I think that's going to be important. One thing that's been interesting is the euro versus the dollar has strengthened about 4% since the last time we were here in Jackson Hole. And someone who's been watching that, but also watching their own central bank policy, as someone who has made the 11, 12, 13-hour trek, I'm guessing it's probably somewhat longer than that. Bundesbank President Joachim Nagel, who sits alongside us. Joachim, so great to have you here.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. I want to start with a sort of overlay that may
All right. I guess we can listen to some of these
independence,
statements, but I don't want to
that
spend too
no one
much
really
time on
wants
this.
to talk about, but it's something that's very much at the forefront of your mind. How important was that question in your decision to make the trek out to Jackson Hole?
I think, as always, the Jackson Hole conference is a very important conference for central bankers, but maybe this year even more important. And when it comes to central bank independence, this is the DNA of good monetary policy. This is the conditio sine qua non to do what we have to do to fulfill our mandate, to achieve price stability. And so central bank independence, we have to fight for it.
Do you have any fear that has already been compromised in some capacity in the Federal Reserve, which people used to call the central bank to the world?
Let me put it like this. I don't want to comment on US politics. I hear one or the other comments I really do not like. But just to point out, to give you maybe a kind of a reminder when it comes to the history of my country, Germany, going back to 1948, and we are grateful to the United States that you gave us an independent central bank. This was the starting point for the famous German Wirtschaftswunder. So central bank independence is key to achieve price stability, to build the basis for economic growth. So we have to take this into account.
This is critically important, and to me, this Jackson Hole is far more international than any other Jackson Hole I've been
I
at.
agree.
Middle Road's great.
I actually do. I agree with that statement. All right, guys, let's get back to it. We have to, we got to do the thing. We got to look at all the stuff and things. So take a look at some of the headlines, all the things, guys. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be a doozy of a day. All right, so, market's still opening in red. Nothing's really pulled up yet. Quite a bit. It's still the same ones I mentioned earlier. Crow still up 2%, Morpho 5, Lido about 4.5, 0.8, almost 5% there. On the top 200 assets, we have Bio up 31%, Ultima 33%, MX. Is that MEXC's coin? I think that is MEXC's coin. 13%. ZEC, Zcash up 6%. ZBAC down 4.5%. Damn. All right, what else we have here? And then Meme Core, up 4.8%. Those are the only movers right now in the top 200. Let's take a look at our market sentiment right now. I think everything's still sitting at 50. Still sitting at 50. Yeah, boom, 50. Even the stonks right now opening at 50. 53, I believe, with the stonks still. Crypto, we're looking at Kim, by the way, Snowland on YouTube, bringing us the live book map for free. Don't pay for something you get for free, guys.
Stupid.
Yes, especially on a day like today, man. You want to save every bit of money you got. Bull's having a little bit of a positive move here. I guess I wouldn't call it a rally, but initial opening is at least slightly positive for Bitcoin, fighting off fighting off the bears a little bit this morning towards that 112.5. We'll see if we can get it before Powell gets on there. He is getting on the stage and having his speech in about 25 minutes, so there's some time to maybe dump a little more. Let's go. Oh boy. All right, let's see what we got in the headlines this morning for CNBC and TradFi over on Fox Business. Stocks rise ahead of Powell's Jackson Hole speech. So U.S. stock rose Friday ahead of Fed Chair's Jerome speech at Jackson Hole. On Friday, investors will be seeking clues on the path forward for monetary policy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average traded 297 points higher, or 0.7%, almost a full percent. S&P 5 climbed up 0.3%, while the NASDAQ composite hovered around flatline. Investors are looking forward to Powell's speech to hopefully gain clarity to the interest rate outlook. Markets were last pricing in a 75% chance of a quarter point at the September rate cut meeting. Oh, right. So yeah, nothing really new there overall, though. But for the stock market to be trading ahead of this event, that is a little bullish, for my opinion. I feel like they're trying to get at least their positions in before he goes live, and that could mean that could point to a real bit of a rally afterwards if again he doesn't say anything too standoff or hawkish. Okay. Tariffs aren't dealing a huge blow. Big retailers and consumers yet. Here are key earning takeaways. Don't think we want to read that, but yeah, I mean, tariffs are still loading. I don't know. I'm definitely I know it's going to affect prices, but it's not going to be like it's not overall the issue of tariffs that are the problem, right? Some good sectors are going to be affected more from these tariffs because of the rise in rise in retailer costs. They're going to pass that over to the consumers, but I think a lot of the stuff is still going to remain the same, and they might be taking a little bit of advantage of it either way. Fed Chair Powell says this to deliver a bag. Jackson Hole speech Friday. Here's what Wall Street expects. Yeah, a lot of the stuff's old from yesterday. Stocks rise ahead of Powell's Jackson Hole speech. Cracker Barrel faces social media pullback on the new logo. It sucks. It really sucks. It's just a chevron with their logo and their type in it. It's not even they removed the barrel and everything. Accessing the tech wreckage. It looks like Waffle House. It's terrible. It's terrible. Oh, geez. Inside Texas Instruments. Stellantis unveils new Jeep Cherokee. Yeah, I'm not really feeling any of these today. Major Japanese car makers say that they aren't raising prices in the U.S. because of tariffs. See what I'm talking about? It doesn't always have to be a price hike based on the manufacturing costs or anything like that, or shipping. Okay, let's see what we have. NVIDIA is in talks with the U.S. to sell a more advanced chip to China, Jensen Huang says. Former Walmart CEO Bill Simon. That's pretty bearish for the United States. More advanced chip to China. They're gonna get ahead on us. Former U.S. CEO Bill Simon says it was about as good of a quarter as any retailer could have. Damn, that's pretty pretty good for Walmart. And they're already talking about, again, yesterday they actually did come out and flat out say that they're going to charge their consumers more. So, so there are some that are going to do it. There's some that are not. India, Russia vow to deepen trade ties, defying Trump's tariff threats over oil. All right. That's, kind of lackluster this morning in terms of the overall news. Let's get back in the chat and see how you guys are feeling before this summit. Yes. Oh my gosh, I had to go up, guys. Happy Friday. More chaos. Oh my gosh, guys. Pretty Farming Freedom says 10%. If she's pimping you out, Cliff, nobody rides for free. It's cash, ass, or grass. Normally she takes half, but she's very kind pimp. She provides security. We need to give her a nicer pimp ring soon. Oh my god. Oh geez, you guys are ridiculous in the chat. Gamarita, she accepts Gamarita supplies as well. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you. Good to know the terms. Cliff. Oh no. Why are we pimping the men out? That's what I want to know. Come on, guys. What the hell? Stupid. We got a reverse roll here going on. Yes. Morning, Amp. Yeah. How's it going, Amp? Amp night. What are we buying today, guys? What are we buying today? Let me know exactly. 100%. What are we buying? I just showed you guys the bubbles. trying to get my bearings together here. I showed you guys the bubbles earlier. I don't see there's anything here particularly that I'm looking at. On the week, what's down the most on the week right now? Mostly memes because they're useless. Silly's still not a bad place at 11.5%. It's down more than some of these other ones. I have been stacking Sui on these down days like today. I mentioned that was the first reaction I had this morning was I probably want to buy a little bit more Sui. Near's down 12.5%. Maker DAO, that's 16.5. So there are of course some utility coins in here that are down more than 10% on the week. On the month. On the month, still nothing that's even close to 30 in the top 100. I'm going to still be sticking with my guns, guys. If we have another pullback again today, Virtuous Protocol, that's the only one here with somewhat real utility, somewhat. It's more of trend, of course, AI trend, but I think it's going to come back at the end of the cycle. I don't hold any, but still, it's sitting down 34.2% on the year. It's up 3,000%. I think it's going to have another run here soon. All right, that's all I got for you guys in the top 100. Nothing really here to recommend anyone to really dive deep into. Again, keep on with your plan, right? Keep on keeping on and stacking into whatever your favorite priorities are. Top 200 is a little different story. On the day, everything's down. It's getting close to 5% now. On the week, some of the big losers, I guess. White Rock down 26%. Kita. It's almost the same story we're having here now. There's a few in here that have some utility that are down 20% on the week. On the month, man, there's hardly anything down 30% now on the month in the top 200. Yeah, Jazzy's down almost 20. XEN's down 30. So XEN's still my place to go on the top 200 if you guys are looking for a good mover. The XCN usually is one of the first coins out of the gate when it comes to big moves on these rallies. All right, guys. Again, you have been warned. You've been warned. Again, not financial advice. Just showing you guys where you think I should be putting my money, where you should be putting your money. Again, just some advice, friendly advice, not financial advice.
I'd buy that for $1.
Jeez. Okay, let's get back to the chat real quick and see where Bloomberg's at right now with the Jackson Hole Summit. All right, get back here and boom. They're on break. Maybe CNBC's talking about something this morning. Let's see what their reactions are this morning. They're on break as well, and Fox Business on break as well. Everyone's on break. And you get a break, Oh, jeez. All right. Let's get back into the chat real quick. 10% for all inspirational. Oh my gosh, I think I missed something here. Okay, yeah. Oh, there we go. Black Onyx pinky ring says Cliff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, legit. Oh my gosh, what is this? I need an Onyx pinky ring, says Gamma, yes. That's my girl, 100%. Dre Hartman Freeman says, yep, a huge one. Cody can make it happen. Oh my god. Guys, he's got too much on his plate. He's got so much. He needs, of course, to rest those hands. Let's see what's about Fox Business.
Just 20 minutes away from Chair Powell's Jackson Hole speech. What we're going to do, just so you know, is we're going to follow it very closely and come in rather than have to listen to a Fed chief drone on and on. We will be monitoring it ourselves and bring you the highlights of that speech coming up, so you won't miss it.
All right. We have, Cliff coming with a $5 super chat. If you're hearing this and feeling down, then all you need to do is hit that like and subscribe. Thanks again for the shameless shill there. Cliff. And guys, don't forget, we need to be getting these subs up. We're getting close. 150 left to get to 1,000. We're almost there. So please, I need to shill harder. And you guys need to hit that like and subscribe down below. Support the channel. It doesn't cost you a damn thing. To hit that like and subscribe button. All right, let's see what else we have here. I'm gonna catch up in the chat real quick, and we're gonna get back to the news. They're talking about their opening statements, yada yada. It's coming. 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes loading. Right. What else do we have here? When will Jake the Snake slither on in? Usually he's in the background. He does work in the morning, so I do know that Jake does like to listen in the morning, but he can't always get to his phone. I remember being in the same place, man. In the same place. What the hell is this? State of emergency service in Ukraine. Wednesday, still getting attacked. There's nothing new there. Yeah. Same thing, different day. Yep. Damn, that sucks. Ukraine. Oh, jeez. I'm trying to get Swiftcoin a buy order. Almost there. Almost there. Man, I hope you get that buy order. It could happen, actually, if the markets fluctuate just enough for you to the downside. Just $50 worth. Nothing huge. Oh, gotcha, Brave. I'll help you get it either way. Game God says, I pimp out the men because they love it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Satoshi started a fire.
Some people want to watch the world burn.
Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Oh, geez. Feed the fire, guys. All right, I clicked on the wrong button, but that works too, Sailor. All right, I pimp, because they love it. They love women and everything that comes with them, literally. So why not capitalize off your fantasies? I just want 10%. Oh, damn. Yeah, but most women are willing to pay for it. That is also part of the equation. Don't forget that too, Gamma. Jose, Pagan says, guys, what time does Mr. Market Dumper Pal, aka Mr. does not want to, Mr. Too late, yeah, Mr. all the things, right? Get rich, come in. What? No one get rich, come on. Oh yeah, he gets on at 10 o'clock, guys. 10 o'clock. Jose. So in about 13 minutes, he will be on the stage. He might run a little late. Sometimes he's like 3 to 5 minutes late. Although this is kind of a big one. I don't know if he's going to be late to this one. He's been there too for days. So again, they've been kind of adjourning privately in the background, in the back rooms, right in the back rooms. Damn, I hate that guy. Sorry for the rant, Otaku. It's fine. We all understand. Everyone feels a different way about J-Pow. It is what it is, man. But there's one thing for sure. He knows what's going on.
The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations.
We're borrowing from your children, guys. We're borrowing from your children. The man said it himself. It's one of his favorite things to say. I've actually predicted him saying that multiple times on his past speeches. He might say it again today. He said it at the central bank meeting in Europe, and I called it too. Oh, jeez.
Flying on Americans in America itself.
All right, let's get back, jump around. They're not talking about Jackson Hole again right now. They're on a brief break from that. Stocks right now sitting at 54. 54, just click there. I just saw it. 54, inching up a little bit this morning from neutral. We did open right in the beginning of neutral, so we're almost back into greed here on the stocks. Crypto Fear and Greed right now sitting at 50, down center still this morning. Crypto Bubbles still kind of flat, still kind of trading sideways. There's Cracker Barrel's terrible new logo. It's terrible. Steak and Shake rips into Cracker Barrel's. Really? Wow. As woke changes into Ignite Backlash. What? Fire the CEO? Wow. I mean, I do like their plant-based offerings, what small things they offer. I really don't go to Cracker Barrel. Anyway, moving on. Nvidia in talks with U.S. to sell more advanced chip to China. Jensen Huang says Yeah, it sounds like the U.S. Government is about to ship more new advanced chips to China. Jensen Huang. Earlier this week, Reuters reported the U.S. tech giant is developing a new artificial intelligence chip for China, dubbed the B30A, and that will be more powerful than the H20. The only semiconductor NVIDIA is now allowed to sell to the country at the present time. The U.S. government has grown concerned in the past few years that advanced American chips could be used by Chinese military applications. A journalist asked Huang about the B30A during a trip to Taiwan, offering a new product to China for the data center, AI data centers, and the following on the H20 chip. That's not our decision to make. It's up to the course of the United States government, and we are in dialogue with them. But it's too soon to know, Huang said in response to that. It sounds like Jensen Huang is turning into basically the new age Iron Man, or the modern age Iron Man. He's now going to be caught between selling chips for war or keeping the peace. We'll see. All right, let's get back into Bloomberg real quick, see what they're talking about. Boom.
But it does feel like stagflation light, right? It doesn't feel great. When I talk,
I have to make another coffee already. Damn.
There's something that just doesn't feel right.
Well, what's the balance of risks right now? Because we've heard a lot of your former colleagues say we're worried about the labor market, but it still seems to be solid. We're worried about inflation, although it's only ticked up a little bit. We think it might in the future.
So I'm more worried about inflation in some ways because the labor market numbers are hard to discern right now. You think we're shrinking
the whole economy is shaken to its core with all this data.
So we're keeping unemployment steady-ish. It's going to tick up, but steady-ish. So we're not going to see those big numbers of 100,000, 200,000 jobs. Part of it is because the labor market's shrinking.
We are mourning here at this Jackson Hole a wonderful guy, Charlie Plosser, just died. He was head of the Philadelphia Fed before you. I want you to recapitulate here right now, freshwater optimism about the American.
All right, guys, I'm going to keep listening. I'm going to go make another coffee before Jackson Hole starts.
Ned Prescott,
I'll be right back, I swear.
Plosser in Real Business Cycle Theory. Explain how that innovation isn't going to go away, even with the political intrusion of the moment.
No, I mean, Charlie was one of my mentors, and I just have tremendous respect for him. I was a director of the Fed when he was president, so I got to know him well. I knew him as a business school dean when I was a business school dean. He made tremendous contributions to education, to economics, and not just in macroeconomics, but economics more broadly. And so he's going to be really missed. And he was an incredibly strong and powerful voice for Fed independence.
Speak about centrist America, centrist Republicans, centrist Democrats that took, within the criticisms of RBC, said, you know what, this is about America and this is about our spirit. Is that at risk right now?
Yeah, so people would ask, what am I, a hawk or a dove? And I say I'm an eagle because I'm from Philadelphia. But now...
I don't get it.
Oh, God.
Ask people from Kansas City. They'll tell you all about it.
Ooh, sick burn.
But I consider myself right now a radical pragmatist, a radical centrist. We've got to get the center to rise up in the spirit of what Charlie and his colleagues did and reaffirm the centrality of markets, reaffirm the centrality of democracy. Those two go hand in hand. Human agency is what it's all about.
So we're about 7 minutes ahead of this speech, and one thing that you talked about a year ago when we were sitting here was something that stuck in my mind for the rest of the year, which is that at this point you are looking at anecdotes with almost more importance than the hard data, that gave you a more real-time view of things. How much is that even more so now, given some of the questions around, forget the politics of the moment, just the collection of data, the surveys that people aren't responding to, things of that nature?
Oh, yeah, just look at employment, right? You have the establishment survey, the household survey. Those two aren't quite adding up. There's a lot of choppiness in that data right now. And so, you have to take that data seriously. And you have to be careful not to make anecdotes data, right? But you do need to listen to what people are saying, and people right now are sitting on their hands. What I'm hearing from lots of people is, I need to let some of this uncertainty. Now, the only exception to that are data centers, right? it's roaring ahead. The only problem is we don't have enough power to power these data centers. But there are areas of the economy that are growing, but a lot of people are just waiting.
Can I note here, Mike wants to get a question in. The temperature's dropped since we started live.
Oh, it feels warmer
It's gone
than usual.
43
I'm not complaining.
Do we expect
You need
snow
to-
today?
Oh my gosh, it is actually warmer than usual.
Tom is
Mike.
now an outdoorsman.
Yeah.
42
You can
degrees.
see Pat sitting there just in a sport coat.
Yeah,
He's fine.
understatement of the
We're
year.
all
Carry
fine.
on.
I want to ask you about the framework review, which is something that Mr. Powell is likely to talk about today. What's the most important change that they are likely to make?
If you read the framework review, it was written in a period where we thought interest rates were going to be zero or low forever, right? And inflation was going to be under 2%. And so there was that color to the previous review. That's all going to be taken out, obviously. And I hope I haven't seen the final, right? But I hope that they then emphasize more a balanced approach and more principles as opposed to tactics.
I'm back, guys. I got 2 coffees now. I'm ready.
Of the tactics. That's what the committee does. They need to
My
reassert
body
the
is ready
principles
for
of the dual mandate.
Jackson's
Well, going forward, under whatever new framework.
Hope you guys are ready as well. It's going to be a doozy, guys. Honestly, though, I was listening to that whole thing in the background, too, in the kitchen. You know, technology, guys. I do feel like my response to that would be, all you have to do is literally change the Fed's target to 2.5%, because this 2% target is just all ridiculous, made up, and it really doesn't pertain to anything real in the economy. And they're not even using true inflation, statistics to get. They keep tailoring it to whatever box they're trying to make it fit in. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I miss the old days when you just had normal metrics, like people's expenses on coffee and not like coffee grounds. You see what I mean? Like just like skewing it to whatever makes sense for them. I mean that doesn't again affect the daily consumer. When you don't use things that they constantly are buying when it comes to Anyway, I'm just ranting now. Let me get back in the chat and see how you guys are doing. I'm just ranting about stupid shit. Trueflation, yeah, trueflation. The pimp on, okay. Jose says, guys, what time is it? Oh, yeah, Market Dumper comes on at 10, so in about 3 minutes, guys. We got 3 more minutes, and markets may go wild and crazy. Let me see if I can give you a good idea, a good metaphor of what we can see here. Oh, man. Let's see if I can find this one. This is an oldie but a goodie. I love it. If I can find it. Where is it? I might be able to find it in time. Let's see what else we have here. Where in the United States are you from, Gamma? Yeah, it's a good question, Gamma. You're over there you're not in California, right? You're not in California. I'm talking to y'all in Idaho and Vermont on the block, where desperate women will pay for that. What? No way, Gamma. Really? I've never met a woman to pay for that. I got it. Oh, Jesus. I love you guys. I love you. But last night, was it Ben called it? I think Ben called it. It was Ben last night who said that we're turning into kind of an X cult now with all the lube and pimping men and women out now. It's crazy. Jesus. Okay. Yep. I'm looking for the PAL memes. The PAL memes this morning. Look at some of these guys. Look at this. Some of these. Look at this one. They replaced him with a Joker. Oh my god. Come on. Ridiculous. Oh my god. Someone did it. I was trying to find this one. Yes.
Politico.
Oh wait, no, not
some
this
of the
one.
president-elects.
This is an actual questioning on that. We have about a minute. I gotta get over there. Let's get back over there to it. Bloomberg covering it this morning.
It's going to depend on how you define it, because what the Fed is going to do is take out the idea that we're going to make policy based on what we think is going to happen, and they're going to say we're going to look at all the data that comes in.
All right, coffee never tasted so good this morning, guys. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my portfolio is down quite a bit actually this morning. Let's see, where was it this morning? It's heading up a little bit now. But it's down to a 30-day low on my portfolio. Yeah, down to a 30-day low. Not quite that bad. On the 45-day was definitely lower. So it's definitely still on the up and up. Yeah, still can't complain about my my portfolio. Yeah, let's see if I can show you a little bit of that maybe. Yeah, still looking pretty good this year. Hopefully you guys are doing well as riding the wave as well, right? Okay, what else we have here? I'm in Stockholm, Sweden. Bobbin, I did not know you were in Sweden, my man. That's freaking insane. That's awesome. I love it. Awesome. Shout out to Bobbin over in Sweden. How's it going? Damn, we're gonna have to fly to you in. Yeah. Oh, geez, you're one of our top workers. I only fly private jet, says Bobbin. Oh man. I am above it all, says Bobbin. Satori. Okay, I love it. Yeah, you'll make us twice as much. I'm going to take you on the block in Beverly Hills. Oh Jesus. Gotta get some of that foreign skin in the game. Oh my God, guys. They can't afford me, but I love it's free. All right, guys, we're here. We're getting into it. Boom.
The inflation outlook is that it will rise, but perhaps at a slower pace. So right now we are looking at a Fed that has the door open for a September 17th cut. And I guess, Lisa, we're probably going to see the long end and the short end reacting here.
Well, let's pull that up right now. You do see an absolute catering in yields on the heels of this opening up to the potential for rate cuts coming out. The downside risks to employment are rising. What you can see also rising, the S&P 500
potential
now up
for rate
1.3%, yields down 8 basis points on the long end for the 10-year, even more for the 2-year.
And looking at the inflation-adjusted yield, the 10-year real yield comes in 6 basis points. That is substantial. It's still within the range, but at 1.86%, it's a real reversal towards a presumption of Fed accommodation.
Yeah, and this comes at a time where there is this question of how they are going to message this, given that inflation has remained above that 2% target since 2021. Mike, do we hear anything about why this is a Fed willing to look through that kind of inflation?
They do anticipate that tariffs are going to add to inflation, and they think it will take place over time, but they're still looking, at least as Chairman Powell puts it,
it's still too early.
At these as one-time
we don't have China trade deals yet.
Each sector. So it's likely that inflation is going to go up, but then they think it stabilizes and might go down again.
Well, right now, let's take a listen to Jay Powell, chair of the Federal Reserve.
Here we go, guys. It's beginning.
In my remarks today, I will first address the current economic situation.
I was right, 3 minutes late.
And the near-term outlook for monetary policy. I will then turn to the results of our second public review of our monetary policy framework as captured in the revised Statement on Longer Run Goals and Monetary Policy Strategy that we released today. When I appeared at this podium 1 year ago, the economy was at an inflection point. Our policy rate had stood at 5.25% to 5.5% for more than a year. That restrictive policy stance was appropriate to help bring down inflation and to foster a sustainable balance between aggregate demand and supply. Inflation had moved much closer to our objective, and the labor market had cooled from its formerly overheated state. Upside risks to inflation had diminished, but the unemployment rate had increased by almost a full percentage point, a development that historically has not occurred outside of recessions. Over the subsequent 3 Federal Open Market Committee meetings, we recalibrated our policy stance, setting the stage for the labor market to remain in balance near maximum employment over the past year. This year, the economy has faced new challenges. Significantly higher tariffs across our trading partners are remaking the global trading system. Tighter immigration policy has led to an abrupt slowdown in labor force growth. Over the longer run, changes in tax, spending, and regulatory policies may also have important implications for economic growth and productivity. There is significant uncertainty about where all of these policies will eventually settle and what their lasting effects on the economy will be. Changes in trade and immigration policies are affecting both demand and supply. In this environment, distinguishing cyclical developments from trend or structural developments is difficult. This distinction is critical because monetary policy can work to stabilize cyclical fluctuations, but can do little to alter structural changes. The labor market is a case in point. The July employment report, released earlier this month, showed that payroll job growth slowed to an average pace of only 35,000 per month over the past 3 months, down from 168,000 per month during 2024. This slowdown is much larger than assessed just a month ago, as the earlier figures for May and June were revised down substantially. But it does not appear that the slowdown in job growth has opened up a large margin of slack in the labor market, an outcome we want to avoid. The unemployment rate, while edging up in July, stands at a historically low level of 4.2% and has been broadly stable over the past year. Other indicators of labor market conditions are also little changed or have softened only modestly, including quits, layoffs, the ratio of vacancies to unemployment, and nominal wage growth. Labor supply has softened in line with demand, sharply lowering the break-even rate of job creation needed to hold the unemployment rate constant. Indeed, labor force growth has slowed considerably this year with the sharp fall-off in immigration, and the labor force participation rate has edged down in recent months. Overall, while the labor market appears to be in balance, it is a curious kind of balance that results from a marked slowing in both the supply of and demand for workers. This unusual situation suggests that downside risks to employment are rising. And if those risks materialize, they can do so quickly in the form of sharply higher layoffs and rising unemployment. At the same time, GDP growth has slowed notably in the first half of this year to a pace of 1.2%.
Damn, guys, Bitcoin's run a rip.
Roughly half the 2.5% pace in 2024. The decline in growth has largely reflected a slowdown in consumer spending. As with the labor market, some of the slowing in GDP likely reflects slower growth of supply or potential output. Turning to inflation, higher tariffs have begun to push up prices in some categories of goods. Estimates based on the latest available data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.6% over the 12 months ending in July. Excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.9%, above their level of a year ago. Within core, prices of goods increased 1.1% over the past 12 months, a notable shift from the modest decline seen over the course of 2024. In contrast, housing services inflation remains on a downward trend, and non-housing services inflation is still running at a level a bit above what has been historically consistent with a 2% inflation. The effects of tariffs on consumer prices are now clearly visible. We expect those effects to accumulate over coming months with high uncertainty about both timing and amounts. The question that matters for monetary policy is whether these price increases are likely to materially raise the risk of an ongoing inflation problem. A reasonable base case is that the effects will be relatively short-lived, a one-time shift in the price level. Of course, one time does not mean all at once. It will continue to take time for tariff increases to work their way through supply chains and distribution networks. Moreover, tariff rates continue to evolve, potentially prolonging the adjustment process. It's also possible, however, that the upward pressure on prices from tariffs could spur a more lasting inflation dynamic, and that is a risk to be assessed and managed. One possibility is that workers who see their real incomes decline because of higher prices demand and get higher wages from employers, setting off adverse wage price dynamics.
If it were only that easy.
Given that the labor market is not particularly tight and faces increasing downside risks, that outcome does not seem likely. Another possibility is that inflation expectations could move up, dragging actual inflation with them. Inflation has been above our target for more than 4 years and remains a prominent concern for households and businesses. Measures of longer-term inflation expectations, however, as reflected in market and survey-based measures, appear to remain well anchored and consistent with our longer-run inflation objective of 2%. Of course, we cannot take the stability of inflation expectations for granted. Come what may, we will not allow a one-time increase in the price level to become an ongoing inflation problem. So, putting the pieces together, what are the implications for monetary policy? In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside, a challenging situation. When our goals are in tension like this, our framework calls for us to balance both sides of our dual mandate. Our policy rate is now 100 basis points closer to neutral than it was a year ago, and the stability of the unemployment rate and other labor market measures allows us to proceed carefully as we consider changes to our policy stance. Nonetheless, with policy in restrictive territory, the baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance. Monetary policy is not on a preset course. FOMC members will make these decisions based solely on their assessment of the data and its implications for the economic outlook and the balance of risks. We will never deviate from that approach. So, turning then to my second topic. Our monetary policy framework is built on the unchanging foundation of our mandate from Congress to foster maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. We remain fully committed to fulfilling our statutory mandate, and the revisions to our framework will support that mission across a broad range of economic conditions. Our revised statement on longer-run goals and monetary policy strategy, which we refer to as our consensus statement to save time, describes how we pursue our dual mandate goals. It is designed to give the public a clear sense of how we think about monetary policy, and that understanding is important both for transparency and accountability, and for making monetary policy more effective. The changes we made in this review are a natural progression grounded in our ever-evolving understanding of our economy. We continue to build upon the initial consensus statement adopted in 2012 under Chairman Ben Bernanke's leadership. Today's revised statement is the outcome of the second public review of our framework, which we conduct at 5-year intervals. This year's review included 3 elements: Fed Listens events at reserve banks around the country, a flagship research conference, and policymaker discussions and deliberations supported by staff analysis at a series of FOMC meetings. In approaching this year's review, a key objective has been to make
Bitcoin
sure
just broke
that our
59% dominance.
A broad range of economic conditions. At the same time, the framework needs to evolve with changes in the structure of the economy and our understanding of those changes. The Great Depression presented different challenges from those of the Great Inflation and the Great Moderation, which in turn are different from the ones we face today. At the time of the last review, we were living in a new normal, characterized by the proximity of interest rates to the effective lower bound, or ELB, along with low growth, low inflation, and a very flat Phillips curve, meaning that inflation was not very responsive to slack in the economy. To me, a statistic that captures that era is that our policy rate was stuck at the ELB for 7 long years following the onset of the global financial crisis in late 2008. Many here will recall the sluggish growth and painfully slow recovery of that era. It appeared highly likely that if the economy experienced even a mild downturn, our policy rate would be back at the ELB very quickly, probably for another extended period. Inflation and inflation expectations could then decline in a weak economy, raising real interest rates as nominal rates were pinned near zero. Higher real rates would further weigh on job growth and reinforce the downward pressure on inflation and inflation expectations, triggering an adverse dynamic. The economic conditions that brought the policy rate to the ELB and drove the 2020 framework changes were thought to be rooted in slow-moving global factors that would persist for an extended period. And they might well have done so, if not for the pandemic. The 2020 consensus statement included several features that addressed the ELB-related risks that had become increasingly prominent over the preceding 2 decades. We emphasized the importance of anchored inflation, longer-term inflation expectations to support both our price stability and maximum employment goals. Drawing on an extensive literature on strategies to mitigate risks associated with the ELB, we adopted flexible average inflation targeting, a make-up strategy to ensure that inflation expectations would remain well anchored, even with the ELB constraint. In particular, we said that following periods when inflation had been running persistently above 2%, appropriate monetary policy would likely aim to achieve inflation moderately above 2% for some time. In the event, rather than low inflation in the ELB, the post-pandemic reopening brought the highest inflation in 40 years to economies around the world. Like most other central banks and private sector analysts, through year-end 2021, we thought that inflation would subside fairly quickly without a sharp tightening in our policy stance, as this slide will show. When it became clear this was not the case, we responded forcefully, raising our policy rate by 5.25 percentage points over 16 months. That action, combined with the unwinding of pandemic supply disruptions, contributed to inflation moving much closer to our target without the painful rise in unemployment that has accompanied previous efforts to counter high inflation. This year's review considered how economic conditions have evolved over the past 5 years. During this period, we saw that the inflation situation can change rapidly in the face of large shocks. In addition, interest rates are now substantially higher than was the case during the era between the global financial crisis and the pandemic. With inflation above target, our policy rate is restrictive, modestly so in my view. We cannot say for certain where rates will settle out over the longer run, but their neutral rate may now be higher than during the 2010s, reflecting changes in productivity, demographics, fiscal policy, and other factors that affect the balance between saving and investment. During the review, we discussed how the 2020 statement's focus on the ELB may have complicated communications about our response to high inflation. We concluded that the emphasis on an overly specific set of economic conditions may have led to some confusion, and as a result, we made several important changes to the consensus statement to reflect that insight. First, we removed language indicating that the ELB was a defining feature of the economic landscape. Instead, we noted that our monetary policy strategy is designed to promote maximum employment and stable prices across a broad range of economic conditions. The difficulty of operating near the ELB remains a potential concern, but it is not our primary focus. The revised statement reiterates that the committee is prepared to use its full range of tools to achieve its maximum employment and price stability goals, particularly if the federal funds rate is constrained by the ELB. Second, we returned to a framework of flexible inflation targeting and eliminated the make-up strategy. As it turned out, the idea of an intentional moderate inflation overshoot had proved irrelevant. There was nothing intentional or moderate about the inflation that arrived a few months after we announced our 2020 changes to the consensus statement, as I acknowledged publicly in 2021. Well-anchored inflation expectations were critical to our success in bringing down inflation without a sharp increase in unemployment. Anchored expectations promote the return of inflation to target when adverse shocks drive inflation higher and limit the risk of deflation when the economy weakens. Further, they allow monetary policy to support maximum employment in economic downturns without compromising price stability. Our revised statement emphasizes our commitment to act forcefully to ensure that longer-term inflation expectations remain well anchored to the benefit of both sides of our dual mandate. It also notes that price stability is essential for a sound and stable economy and supports the well-being of all Americans. This theme came through loud and clear at our Fed Listens events. The past 5 years have been a painful reminder of the hardship that high inflation imposes, especially on those least able to meet the higher costs of necessities. Third, our 2020 statement said that we would mitigate shortfalls rather than deviations from maximum employment. The use of shortfalls reflected the insight that our real-time assessments of the natural rate of unemployment, and hence of maximum employment, are highly uncertain. The later years of the post-global financial crisis recovery featured employment running for an extended period above mainstream estimates of its sustainable level, along with inflation running persistently below our 2% target. In the absence of inflationary pressures, it might not be necessary to tighten policy based solely on uncertain real-time estimates of the natural rate of unemployment. We still have that view, but our use of the term shortfalls was not always interpreted as intended, raising communications challenges. In particular, the use of shortfalls was not intended as a commitment to permanently forswear preemption or to ignore labor market tightness. Accordingly, we removed shortfalls from our statement. Instead, the revised document now states more precisely that the committee recognizes that employment may run at times above real-time assessments of maximum employment without necessarily creating risks to price stability. Of course, preemptive action would likely be warranted if tightness in the labor market or other factors pose risks to price stability.
Bitcoin just broke a 59% again dominance.
Employment is the highest level of employment that can be achieved on a sustained basis in a context of price stability. This focus on promoting a strong labor market underscores the principle that durably achieving maximum employment fosters broad-based economic opportunities and benefits for all Americans. The feedback we received at Fed Listens events reinforced the value of a strong labor market for American households, employers, and communities. Fourth, consistent with the removal of shortfalls, we made changes to clarify our approach in periods where our employment and inflation objectives are not complementary. In those circumstances, we will follow a balanced approach in promoting them. The revised statement now more closely aligns with the original 2012 language. We take into account the extent of departures from our goals and the potentially different time horizons over which each is projected to return to a level consistent with our dual mandate. These principles guide our policy decisions today, as they did in the 2022 to 24 period, when the departure from our 2% inflation target was the overriding concern. In addition to these changes, there is a great deal of continuity with past statements. The document continues to explain how we interpret the mandate Congress has given us and describes the policy framework that we believe will best promote maximum employment and price stability. We continue to believe that monetary policy must be forward-looking and consider the lags in its effects on the economy. For this reason, our policy actions depend on the economic outlook and the balance of risks to that outlook. We continue to believe that setting a numerical goal for employment is unwise because the maximum level of employment is not directly measurable and changes over time for reasons unrelated to monetary policy. We also continue to view a longer-run inflation rate of 2% as most consistent with our dual mandate goals. We believe that our commitment to this target is a key factor helping keep longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Experience has shown that 2% inflation is low enough to ensure that inflation is not a concern in household and business decision-making, while also providing a central bank with some policy flexibility to provide accommodation during economic downturns. Finally, the revised consensus statement retained our commitment to conduct a public review roughly every 5 years. There's nothing magic about the 5-year pace. That frequency allows policymakers to reassess structural features of the economy and to engage with the public, practitioners, and academics on the performance of our framework. It is also consistent with several global peers. To wrap up, I want to thank President Schmid and all of his great Kansas City staff who work so diligently to host this outstanding event annually, counting a couple of virtual appearances during the pandemic. This is the 8th time I've had the honor to speak from this podium. Each year, this symposium offers the opportunity for Fed leaders to hear ideas from leading economic thinkers and focus on the challenges we face. The Kansas City Fed was very wise to lure Chair Volcker here to this national park more than 40 years ago, and I am so proud to be part of that tradition. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Chair Jerome Powell wrapping up his annual Jackson Hole remarks. What
Let's
a
see
Jackson
what we
Hole
got.
speech that was. This is Bloomberg Surveillance on television and radio, live from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. What we heard there is they are prepared to move rates lower on the heels of their dual mandate being in conflict. We see a market reaction. We could see 10-year yields.
Yeah, what a market reaction. Oh, Jesus. We went from 112 to 115,000, like no time flat
so, 10-year
on
yields
Bitcoin.
Down by 7 basis points. What you see is
Most coins going green now.
Dollar, stronger euro by some 7/10 of.
Let's turn them off for a minute. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's get into some of the metrics now, guys. Let's get back in the chat, too. Oh, my gosh. PAL summary. Red light, green light. Green light, yes, on all the greens, yes, Cliff, 100%. Yeah, you outlined it there perfectly, perfectly. Good morning, of course, Super Danny in the house. How's it going, Super Danny? Yes, again, a song for you. I do like, the M83 song you were talking about earlier. Yes, it was nothing. I told you, I called it. It was nothing. Oh, geez, the market's overreacting like crazy. It's one of my favorite memes. I can't. Oh, jeez Louise. I can't. All right, so yeah, market cap, guys, on Powell's speech today. Heading towards that $4 trillion target for crypto. Let's see if we made it there yet. Sitting at 3.92 as he just got off the podium. 3.93. Bam, look at that reversal right there. If I could scroll up and show you guys. Yeah, bam, look at that. Big old wick. And I just got done telling you guys last night. If you guys were on the live stream last night, if I get back to it, there's Al Bundy. The new Fed chair pick, Al Bundy. He's perfect for the role. just set it all on fire. Oh, jeez. Okay. Dixie coming down now, as it did just spike a little bit before that speech. Look at that perfect inverse trend to risk on assets, of course, as always. The Dixie falling from 99, almost 99 this morning, 98.82, all the way down to 97.9. Ooh, look at this, keep going. Yes, keep on going. Yes. Look, I love this chart, guys. Year to date, the Dixie is free falling. Love it. All right, what else we got on the desktop here? It's been a while since I actually got to the bottom of my desktop. Oh, geez. Okay, yes. Oh, yeah, we had the poly-market bets coming in now, 83%. I believe it was Cliff calling this, or Bobbin. JPEG. Was it JPEG? Yeah, Crypto JPEG. Calling this during the live. 84% now. Damn. Only down 1% from yesterday. Yeah. Well, I mean, was it 64? It was 64. I'm not sure why does it say 1%? It was 64 yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's spiking up now. Let's see what else we have here. Bitcoin above, 217,000? Blank in August. 110K, 100%. 112K, 99%. Currently sitting at harsher ranges, sitting at 1% or higher. It's only 220% or higher, looking at a 1% chance. That's ridiculous. Come on, Poly Market. It's still very bearish, in my opinion. Okay. So yeah, Bitcoin's still trying to get back above. I told you guys. I told you it was going to end up something like this, and here we are again. another Fed chair moment, and actually it reacted a little earlier than I was expecting. I was expecting this to be day trading afterwards, right? And this was like the worst case scenario, like him coming out and saying nothing really, not pointing to a rate cut or anything significant, and then we see a little bit of a downturn, then of course a peak, and now we're just getting a leg up towards day trading. This is going to be explosive, guys. And I said this last night that I would not be surprised at all if Powell pushes us to an 11% move on the day. If you look at the daily candles, some of the bigger candles we've ever had were a 10 or 12% move on the day. And so something like that, I think, is right there. Is 12.5. I wouldn't rule that out of the question, right? That's what I'm getting at here while I'm ranting. I wouldn't be ruling that out of the question. That would send us up towards a at least, damn, I'm not even close enough yet. $125,000 Bitcoin. That takes us to $125,000 if we get a immense reaction out of this to the upside. Again, so new all-time high loading for Bitcoin. I would say, and I said this again last night too, we have been oversold now for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And yeah, this entire pattern now, all we have to do is hit 100 and we've already broken out, actually. I think we've already broken out. Yeah, we already broken out. Oh, just barely, just barely. I'm not going to give this to it yet until we hit 116, 115.5 maybe. Yeah, but we're basically on the verge of breaking out right now of the downward descending pattern. We are going into September. September's always been kind of a bearish month for Bitcoin in the past. I think this time may be different because this time is different with all of the pushbacks we've had in our space with tariffs and, of course, the unforeseen narratives like Ukraine and the peace deal, yada yada yada, all the stuff and things. So yeah, I think yeah, we might have a positive September. Either way, we'll have to wait and see. Everything coming up, everything is green now. I don't see a single thing in the red now in my portfolio. Let's take a look at the overall crypto bubbles right now. Oh my gosh, guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. Everything, see them green. Let's go. This is what winning looks like, guys.
You may even get tired of winning. You say, please, please, too much winning. Can't take it anymore.
Oh, spilling coffee everywhere. I'm so glad I got that second coffee. I needed it. Oh, I needed it. All right, let's check into the chat real quick. See what you guys are excited about today. I told you baseline bullish, Jake. Loot players, play us. Happy Jig. What? Jake the Snake, how you doing, my man? Good morning, good morning. You made it to the chat. I was telling everyone you were in the background at work. I know, man, I know. Well, look at all these Myria misfits. Guys, let's see, how is Myria doing this morning? Good question. The Dixie's still hanging out. It's back up to 98. Come on. 97.9, okay. 97.9. Let's take a look at some of our favorite coins this morning on the charts. Right, some of our favorite ones, of course, Bitcoin loading 115.5. Like I said, guys, I'm not gonna call a breakout until we see about 115.5. We got to get this up to a 16. 116 would get us basically, hopefully, back on the right track and the right rails. I cannot believe, guys, again, the same shit every day. We're back to winning, guys. We're back to winning. I love it. Okay, Ethereum, 4,600. 4,600. We're moving up on Ethereum. Again, the more we've been pulled back, the harder that we're going to see this bounce. The idea is that we're going to liquidate everyone towards the top, and everyone with their stop losses are going to get wrecked, and they're going to pass right through them, and we're going to move towards bigger and better things. And just before I get into the altcoins, I do have to again point out the whole idea here, so you guys who might just be joining and didn't catch the live stream last night when I gave out all this alpha. That yeah, the idea is brought to you, of course, by Kim, by the way, Snow Lion on the book map for free. Don't pay for something you get for free. Is that yeah, we're headed towards these higher highs. It's already been set, right? It's already set in stone. The whales have already drew their line in the sand, and we're already placing orders. Come on, what is going on with this damn thing? Oh my God! Every day I got to fight with this. Yes, snipping tool. Here we go. And it's blank. Why is it blank? I just I'm trying to zoom in there and show you guys, but I'm having technical difficulties. There we go. Freaking snipping tool. So what I'm trying to tell you here is basically all of these levels on the top side are getting closer and closer to 150,000 now are loading. So the whales are already starting to build up these crucial levels of selling ranges around 130 and beyond. My idea here is that we're going to start seeing a huge accumulation in these ranges to boost us up to 130. If we can smash through some of this quick, we will see 135 in this middle tier here. But again, we got to get it through here first. There's a lot more stronger levels right now below us for the buying ranges than there are going to be above us. So yeah, we're going to have to get through our 120 pretty soon. This is the mid ranges here towards getting to this 130. But there's a lot more above than there is below. So right now I can feel like we can hit our head at around 125 new all-time high, which is again already slightly above and more green. The whales are setting up that there. If we can smash through that pretty quick, then we're going to hit 130,000. 129.5 is going to be the next area to look at for a large level of resistance if we get a huge move to the upside in the short time frames. All right, so that's the general idea. Okay, getting back to the charts, let's see what else we got here as I keep ranting about price action for Bitcoin. Jasmy sitting at 1.6 on the breakout here, 1.6. XCN up to 1.25. Yeah, still underneath 2 cents. We got to get these coins at 2 cents, both of them. Actually, all three of these. Swift coin as well. Also having a similar move, almost the same exact chart. Look at that. From XCN to Swift coin there. That's why I love looking at these three. They're close enough in price. Damn, that wick though. Holy shit. That wick, it wicked all the way up to 1.7. This is what I'm talking about, guys. When some of the money gets thrown into here really fast, it's going to start getting people wrecked. Excitedly wrecked. All right, we got to look at ZBAC real quick. Returning closer to its 205 target. It's in the midst of a breakout right now, actually. Almost at 4.6. Once it gets past 4.6, we're going to head up to 4.75, and of course the big one at 4.8 towards that 205 target. We'll get it back to where we were playing last week. So that's where ZBAC is headed right now. Again, this is still, we're a little behind. We're a day or two behind now from our 2 cent target. Almost. This is actually on the day I was predicting. Yeah, about the day I was predicting a 1 cent target breakout for ZBAC. We're a little behind now because of the Zelensky news, right? The Ukraine is what happened with this, all this stuff here. Uncertainty around war. We got Moonwell mooning today as well. Look at this. Let's go, guys. Look at all of our favorite projects just popping off this morning. 3 cents now on Moonwell. Let's freaking go. Hope you guys have been accumulating during these down days. Miria popping up as well, getting hopefully back to that 201. Again, shedding another 0 here. Loading soon. Sui. Damn, guys, everything. 3.6. This was just 3.3. This was just 3.3 right before the market opened. Yeah, so bam. I was just saying I should have bought a little bit more. Might be the last time to do it. Okay, what else we got here? Matic is ripping as well. Everything is ripping, guys. All coins are moving with Bitcoin. Say is up as well, 31 cents. What's this? XRP back to $3. Let's go, XRP army. Let's go. Solana 190. Damn, ripped all the way up to almost 195, 193 and some change. Avalanche ripping as well. Hopefully you guys have been DCN into this project. I love Avalanche. It's one of my favorite L1s. It's almost $24 now. ADA 90 cents, heading back to $1. I remember when this thing, I swear this thing was like around $1 during the entire bear market, wasn't it? This thing was like, hasn't really done anything. Or was it 50 cents? It might have been 50 cents. 37. Okay, it's coming back to me now. I mean, it did try to get back to $1 during the bear. Anyway, I'm going back into the past too far. Chainlink, $26 breakout. Man, this thing is so undervalued on Chainlink. Doge. I'm a little too far back on that. Let's go back to the 15-minute time frame. Doge, it's hanging out there, 22 cents. Wormhole, almost breaking back up to 9 cents. Loading. That's the next target. It's on its way. Everything's on its way. And of course we got some. Wow, I don't know why silver's having a bit of a pump today too. It's definitely not a risk-on asset, is it? I mean, kinda. I mean, it's usually traded with gold. Let's see, gold also moving up on the move as well. Man, gold's starting to look like a starting to look like Bitcoin. It's starting to look like risk-on and risk-off at the same time. It's kind of weird on gold. Mostly this is on the backs of the Dixie just pulling back. I think that's why gold and silver is pumping. Litecoin, 120. Damn, even a rip on Litecoin. Caspa, damn, every coin, guys. The Dixie down, yes. Let's go. All in all, guys, it's a good day. I love everything I'm seeing here today. Total market cap of all crypto assets getting closer to that $4 trillion. What are we looking at here? Anything else to take away here? Tether, even more money thrown into Tether too. That's crazy. All right. Oh, that's Tars AI. Oh, never mind. That's Tars AI. Yes, Tars AI also on a breakout as well. Everything is up and to the right today. All right, we're getting $116,000 Bitcoin loading right now as we speak. I don't know if we're ever going to leave today, guys. It's a moonshot kind of day. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick. Did he cut? No, he did not cut. He will be cutting in September, it sounds like, though. He did give a very positive speech. Silver is industrial. Risk on. Yes, Jake the Snake. Thank you, my man. Weird one word, for sure, for sure. Thank you for contributing to the chaos. My man, Jake the Snake, guys. We're headed in the right direction. Let me know how you guys feeling, what your favorite coins are moving. Everything, of course, is moving. But yeah, let me know what you're most excited for. I'm going to tell you, out of all my bags, I'm still mostly excited for Z-Bag. Still down a bit on the week. Yeah, on the week. Not really. It's up. It's still up a little bit since last week. Yeah, I don't know. On the month, it's still down a little tiny bit on the month. It's really just gone sideways. If you zoom out, it's just been kind of going sideways over the past few weeks. But we did see a huge run up, a huge, massive run up back in June. And this has kind of stayed up here in this level. And we've made a shit ton of money. All right, let's see. I'm still mostly excited to see where that's going to go soon. We got to get to that penny, though. We got to get these listings. There's a lot of things that has to happen with ZBEC. All right, I'm just ranting now. Let's get back into some of the news. I got to catch up with the chat, too. Oh, my God, guys. This is some crazy day. Crazy day. All right, I'm just going to find a random place to start reading from. Yes, Sabaton from Sweden. I'm not sure why I missed something there. Jake the Snake is going to make it rain. Oh, yes, Jake. Ramstein. Yes, Ramstein. I'll look them up. Thank you. They are from a small town in a couple hours from me. Nice, Bobbin. Sabaton. So that's okay. That's where he's from. That's where Ramstein's from, right? Gotcha. I love Ramstein, man. Du hast mich. You have me, man. Let's go. Yes, I'm dramatized by Gary text. Oh, jeez. Ramstein is better. Yes, Ramstein. Today Way is one of my other favorite songs, and also America, always. We are all living in America. It's one of my favorite songs, and the truth behind it is amazing as well. That's an oldie but a goodie too, man. Firefly. There's so many hits. I love Rammstein. Yes, Rammstein's 100% better. So much trading it took BitUnix down. Z-Bank, it has begun, says Jake the Snake. That's a sign of the pumpage. Yes. Fakes. Fayax. I'm not sure what project that is. And Zora. Aventura, official audio, my favorite song of all time. Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't know that was a song. Aventura. I might have to listen to that later. Yeah, if you want to send that to me over on the other side, I definitely would give that a listen too, Bobbin. You got a lot of picks, good picks, man. You should be a DJ. Needs good speakers. All right. I also have. I also like Power Wolf, says Jake the Snake. Resurrection by erection. My God. Oh, you guys are crazy. OGB, you're invited to the mosh pit. Yes, let's go. Let's go to the mosh pit, guys. Yeah, I am more of a VIP table booth type kind of guy. Okay, gotcha. Table booth. I haven't been in the mosh pit in a while, man. Last mosh pit I was in was a tour that Slipknot and Korn were doing. Oh, they were freaking amazing, man, as always. When then invite me to OGB? Yes, of course. Come to Thailand, we meet up. Yes, that's of course the plan in 2026, guys. We're gonna meet in Thailand as soon as the bull runs over. Will it be over in 26 though? That's the real question. Didn't know Rammstein toured to Thailand. Oh, damn, that's insane. No need for line. We're lube free now, says Greedy Nebs guy. Greased up Nebs guy. Yes, no more lube required, guys. You guys all suffered greatly. And yeah, no more suffering now. All the pain was wiped away. 2 days ago, we had that breakout therapy session. And yeah, we had more lube than we'd ever will need. And we're ready to go, guys. And I'm glad we had this breakthrough, because a lot of you guys are new, right? A lot of you guys are new to crypto, and you haven't really seen a real bear market yet, or maybe you just got in during the very tip of the end of the bear market, right? Yeah, it's once you get through it and you're held for a few years, it all just kind of goes away. So yeah, I'm glad we had a breakthrough with a lot of the chat. I'm happy for you guys as well. Again, this is where all the gains are made, when there's blood in the streets and in the sheets. Oh, Jesus.
What are you, stupid?
Yes. Yes, Rammstein, Deutschland. Yes, official video. I would love to see Jasmine back to 220. Yeah, 2 cents too, 100%. XCN to 2 cents, Swift to 2 cents. Yes, we all need to go back to 2 cents. It's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. Rammstein blasting my car audio system out. I was a house DJ. I had a feeling, Bobbin. I had a feeling. What was Trump's talking about on Fox about FBI raid? I didn't see that. We were too glued to the screen about Powell. Let's see what's going on with that. Swift to 2 cents. Jasmine is their only project I'm writing on. That. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. You're only down a little bit on Jasmine. I'm still down a little bit on Jasmine. I'm still down a little bit on Miriam. I'm still down a little bit on. I mean, this is just. I wouldn't say maybe not down at all. It really depends on some of my purchases, I should say, are down from others, but the overall, my portfolio is up and to the right for sure. All right, that's what I want to say. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, let's see what's going on with the news. I'm sure Fox Business will have this. They're gonna get a little excited over this FBI raid if that's true. Really, they're not on here. They're not covering it. That's weird. Let's see. FBI raid. What was it? FBI raid about what were they getting raided on? FBI raid ex National Security Advisor John Bolton's home and classified documents. Okay, so that's not really related to what we're looking at here today. I was hoping a raid on like the SEC or something, or the IRS. I don't know. Something fun. Something more fun. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Crypto bubble's still up huge. Now we're up like almost 10%. No, average is still at 3. It's 3.3. Some of these projects are up 10% though. None of my bags though. Bitcoin Cash still ripping, man. Look at this 6% move up on the day. 5% in the last hour for Bitcoin Cash. Who's buying this shit? Who is buying this? I don't understand. It's got to be just because of ETF, possibility of ETF coming in October. Sui's up 5%, like I keep rattling on about. Yeah, just crazy. What else we got in the top 200? Any big moves in the top 200? A little higher here on the average here. Bio's up 46% now, starting the run at the beginning of the morning at 30% up already. Troll up 27. We got some meme coins popping off, MOG. And then, of course, Jasmine's up 6.5%. Some of the big movers. The only thing here with real utility, probably Bio and Jasmine, Ultima. All right. Let's see. Let's get into some crypto news now. We're over. We're almost 11 o'clock now, guys. We're gonna go overtime today for sure. Let's look at total market cap for all assets. Bitcoin getting closer to market cap of Amazon. Although Amazon did just see a little bit of a rip this morning too. Up now to 2.4 trillion. Almost on par with Alphabet, Google. Just a little bit neat. They need like $60 million, I think, right? No, 60 billion. Yeah, about $60 billion to get back to above Amazon. Google. Bitcoin only needs about 100, maybe $200 billion, and we'll be back above both of these. And man, Apple's getting close to 3.5 trillion now. Microsoft's sitting at almost 4 trillion. Again, Nvidia is almost back to 4.5. Did they ever hit 4.5? I'm pretty sure it hit 4.5 trillion. Oh yeah, it did. 4.46. That's close enough. All right. Well, what else we got in the headlines? Let's take a look at maybe some reaction of CNBC. Let's see what they're talking about.
But if we do see some of those rate cuts materialize, you can see further improvement in coverage ratios, which actually in turn means that you could potentially take on more debt, you have lower interest expense, you can engage in more deal activity, and that's where the positive momentum that we've been seeing so far this year. And Sarah, if that continues with the rate cut, I think that's what lifts not only public markets but also private market activity as well.
All right, I got to do it. Jake the Snake has reminded me, guys, if you are new in the chat and you haven't liked or subscribed, please like, subscribe. We're shilling to 1,000. We're trying to get to 1,000. And of course, we're handing out free wrenches along the way. For anyone in the chat who has not gotten a wrench yet, please let me know and I will give you a wrench. Yes, Lambo now, Otaku. Yes, let's go. 20 pounds sterling. Super chat coming in hot from Andy Bobandy.
Money now. Me and my money needing a lot now.
Oh, it tastes so good. The coffee tastes so good, guys. Thanks again for the $20 donation to the chat. £20 sterling from Andy, my favorite Scot here on the channel. Who said it yesterday? Someone said you're from Ireland. I'm like, no, he's from Scotland. There's a difference. There's a difference. You wanker. Jesus. All right. Thanks again for supporting the chaos and the community. Andy Bobandy, thank you. My favorite Scotman. Yeah, Big Andy in the building. Yes, big pockets. Big pockets are in the building, guys. Let me know in the chat what you are excited about most today on the breakout, Andy. I'd like to get your perspective on that. And if you're swinging anything today, let me know too. I am still eyeing my big three. My big favorite three coins to swing this year have been XCN, Swift, and of course Jasmine. Those three liking more or less moving together. And we've had a lot of big candles, a lot of wicks. Jasmine almost hitting 1.8, almost hitting 1.8. Let's get back here in the chat. Oh my gosh, guys, best Friday kickoff so far. Again, it's low liquidity, so this is actually kind of muted. We're going to see a bigger reaction on Sunday for sure. Andy quit bending over to pick up those $20. You keep clashing up your with your kilt. Oh my God, you're flashing us with your kilt. Gotcha. Yes, XCN all day, baby. XCN all day. Yeah. It's still not quite up yet. It's really. I feel like this is being manipulated. I said this before with XCN and price action. I feel like Binance might be playing some whale games, trying to suppress the price with XCN before the big listing. That is still coming soon. All right. Let's get back into it. Bitcoin's still holding 116,000 on a Friday. Low liquidity day for the markets. Let's get back into we got to get into some crypto news. Oh yeah, and we got Tom Lee coming up, so I got to keep that on the sidelines too. Make sure I don't miss Tom Lee. I'd love to see his reaction on the markets today. It's going to be fun to see what he has to say. So I got that on the sidelines too, keeping an eye on that. Let's see Bloomberg real quick. Any other TradFi stuff, and we got to get into. Yes, they're talking about the dollar. They're talking about the dollar.
The Chris Waller view of things, that there is this feeling of potentially the weakening in the labor market taking priority over inflation at a time where some of these tariffs are put on, taken off, and that's what we're seeing a little bit in terms of negotiation this morning.
Well, the give and the take, and it goes back to Kate Moore's optimism on
XCN to $26. You guys are crazy.
Thank you, for putting up that wonderful dollar loony chart, and you see things adjust, and you wonder, okay, what do we do with China? What do we do with Mexico with the produce debate and pharmaceuticals?
Tomatoes in Mexico are going to be insane.
There may be constructive
I don't want to pay $2 per tomato, guys.
The certitude of the tariff debate gives way. It makes it easier for the next chairman, and maybe I'll get out of triple leveraged all cash. It's 50-50.
Oh, now is the time to definitely do it. Yeah, for sure. Jim, before we let you get on with
S&P
your day,
about
I do want to
1.5%. That's
have
crazy.
we seen from tariffs that there is this fungibility there, that they get put on, they get taken off, and that right now the path of travel is lower from where we were maybe on April 2nd, not higher again. And so you can look through in another kind of way some of the inflationary impact. All right. We're gonna jump through this. We have, of course, Tom Lee coming up soon. Actually, I think he's talking right now. There we go. Bam.
Historically, it's 1.6 percentage points, so you could see a huge drop in mortgage rates. That's going to help housing, helps the financial small caps, and I think already the ISM, which has been below 50 for almost 30 months now, could finally go back above 50, and that's a good sign for industrials.
Although we had a discussion right on the heels of the speech about a little steepening in the curve. Is there a sense that the vigilantes are at least present, if not being necessarily vocal?
Yeah, but we could also be steepening because growth expectations are improving as well, so this could be like what I'd call a bull steepening. I'm not really sure what the fixed income terms are, but I think it's actually a positive sign for growth.
The only real losers today are going to be some of the yielders and some staples. Would you be cautious on those?
That's right. I think that markets have been holding their breath. They've been getting defensive. That's why we've been bleeding for 5 days. And so now I think there's a relief and some capital gets put to work, and it's good for equities and risk assets.
So, all right, we need to make some news here, Tom. Everyone listens to you. We're at record highs now for the S&P and the Dow. How much more can these stocks rally?
I think there's a lot of upside. Especially because, once you get an ISM back above 50, it really does argue for a broadening of markets. And I think one of the leaders probably comes from the financial sector. So I think, towards the end of the year, 6,800, 7,000 is possible.
Damn.
Led by tech still?
Yeah, so I think you still want to play
this week.
Yeah, you want to be long AI and the crypto trade because those have been the market leaders. So the Mag 7, Bitcoin, Ethereum. But the broadening is really the financials, industrials, and small caps.
So you like them all?
Yeah, it's kind of cyclicals, AI and crypto, but not the defensives.
Your crypto calls have been getting a lot of attention lately, especially on Ether.
Yes.
Where we were talking earlier, we were debating whether it's the future of the financial system. A lot of people are thinking, people like you have said that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really important moment happening this year with, the Genius Act, really greenlighting stable coins, and then Project Crypto, which is Wall Street moving on to the blockchain. I think it's a lot like 1971 when the US dollar went off the gold standard. That created the innovation of Wall Street because they had to sort of essentially create this synthetic dollar. Wall Street moving on to the blockchain is a bigger moment, and I think that's why Ethereum is essentially having its 1971 moment equivalent.
But a lot of people just see it as wild speculation and froth.
I'd say anytime something goes up, people tend to call it froth. I think they called AI a frothy trade now, but we know it has a lot of legs, and it's been taking place for a couple years. Keep in mind, Ethereum is also the place where when agentic AI comes together, when you have robots and you want proof of human,
protocol, guys.
You want to make sure those commands come from, a verified source. That's all taking place on a smart contract. A lot of it will be Ethereum.
Tom, thank you. We just scratched the surface on that one, but we'll have you back very soon, no doubt. Tom Lee, a fun strat.
Still to come this morning, we'll talk to Hammock.
I think we're actually getting some breaking news out of Jackson Hole. Steve Leisman has something for
more?
us. Steve.
But wait, there's more.
Hey, Sarah. Yeah, I have confirmed that Fed Governor Lisa Cook is here in Jackson Hole, is actually in the room. And we had said earlier, you asked me if she was there. I said I didn't see her last night, but I did notice that she was actually in the room here. Obviously, FHFA Director Bill Pulte upping the ante this morning, doing something that you had pointed out yesterday, Sarah, which was that the apparent violations that are being talked about were not committed during the time that she was at the Fed, but now the idea that Bill Pulte is saying today, well, she filled out a Fed form, well, that creates the possibility that maybe there was some of that issue with the allegations that does actually relate directly to that work. And the president this morning obviously saying he would fire her if she did not resign. My understanding is she's in the room, in the conference here at Jackson Hole, Sarah.
Yeah,
I guess the question now from her is what kind of response do we get? And it seems like it has to come sooner rather than later because
we're still waiting on that, and it's not going to matter anyway. But by the time any of that even falls into place, and even if they if she resigns and they chose two more, because again he just got a new Fed chair with. Who was it that stepped down last week? Erica or something? I forget. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to have, of course, more Republican lawmakers moving into those seats, it sounds like. All right, what else we got here? Damn, SP 500 is all getting close to 2% now up on the day. This is crazy. Crazy times, guys. Let's see if we can get some crypto news going. Again, shout out to Andy saying he's looking at Nadix. That's what he said earlier. He's looking at Nadix right now. That's what he's accumulating today. Thanks again for letting me know what you're doing. Of course, one of the biggest whales in the chat today, Andy Bobandy. How you doing? Yeah, laid back, black. My eyes are red. What is OG? Talk about some more music, my man. Yes. Jose Pagan says Andy, aka Braveheart, also known as Braveheart. Andy's not Braveheart. Andy and Braveheart. I want to be like Andy. I will be next cycle. Yes, next cycle, guys. Great to see, of course, Strawberry Dragons. Yes, great to see you there as well. Where is Mamma Mia Ramona? I don't know. Mamma Ramona. Jesus, yes. Yes. I don't know. I'm not sure where she is. She's not here this morning, not present. She might be in the background listening, guys. Everyone's, of course, enjoying their work and trying to keep up with the news at the same time. I know. I've been there as well. I remember just working, busy bee, just around all my normie friends, trying to build my $1 million portfolio. And just being like, everyone being oblivious around me and not even aware that this is about to take place. I know the feeling, guys. It's crazy. The day you'll be able to walk in the office and be like, you don't fire me, I quit. That's of course the best days ever. You better watch your tone with me. I'm gonna walk out. Those are some good times. I don't do that game no more though. In the background at the gym now to buy some groceries. Buy some groceries before the prices go up. But again, prices never go up if you're stacking Bitcoin for long term. All right, guys, let's get into some crypto news. See what we got today. On the rise, Bitcoin.com news. XRP falls to $2.79. Briefly loses number C spot amid $10 million in liquidations. That's not much. That came out 30 minutes ago. Is it even relevant anymore? It's weird. 30 minutes ago, XRP's not it. Yeah, it's not. Weird. It just peaked to $3.04. Right now, certainly sitting at $3 flat. I'm not sure where the hell this is coming in 35 minutes ago. Anyway, what else we have here? Bitcoin nosedive below 113K. Most of this news is still not loading. It's already 11 o'clock. Everyone's just paying attention to, of course, Jackson Hole and Powell's dovish stance. The shift sparks a rally across all markets. Bitcoin blasts to 116K. That's basically what we're looking at right now. We're living it. We don't need to read about it. We're living through it. Let's see what else we have here. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph. See what they got up this morning. EU is exploring Ethereum Solana for digital euro launch. Eek. That's probably a stablecoin, not a CBDC. Okay. EU is exploring Ethereum and Solana for its digital euro, marking a shift towards. Oh no, never mind. Still a CBDC. Yep. Still doing that old thing over there in the EU. Stablecoins in Japan and China. India mulls over crypto tax changes, and Asia Express. We're getting hopefully more bullish stance in India, as they've had pretty strong, strict rules against crypto in the past few years. Stablecoins in Japan and China, India mulls over crypto tax changes in Asia Express. Major Asian economies step on the stablecoin throttle. India reconsiders a punitive crypto tax rate cut and more. Punitive tax, there's probably going to be a negative as always. Oh man, went down the wrong throat. Wrong tube. Major Asian economies are accelerating their stablecoin initiatives, while notable news from Japan and China over the past week. Japan's top financial regulators reporting preparing to approve the country's first yen-pegged stablecoin for the year. We've been talking about that now for about a week. The token issued by the fintech startup JPYC will be backed to liquid assets such as government bonds. According to the finance outlet Nikkei, the JPYC is expected to register as a money transfer business of the month and aims to issue 1 trillion yen, about $6.8 billion worth of stablecoins over the next 3 years. Interest in stablecoins is rising globally, especially after U.S. Donald Trump signed the Genius Act into law on July 18th, establishing a federal framework. For now, the U.S. dollar dominates the stablecoin market. Genius Act is expected to reinforce the dominance by requiring issuers to maintain a one-to-one reserve, of course. And this is all just, known news at this point. Zhang added Hong Kong is a strategic player and capable of challenging the dollar hegemony 100%. China is, of course, one of the largest populations on Earth. The city's stablecoin regulations have already taken into effect, and multiple firms, including Chinese tech giants, are preparing to issue compliant tokens as well. Although in short term, the launch of a compliant offshore renminbi stablecoins in Hong Kong faces bottlenecks, Hong Kong's stablecoin policy framework has reserved space for this. In the future, if a stablecoin pegged for the offshore renminbi is launched, it will open up an entirely new path for renminbi internationalization. A machine translation of Zhang's commentary reads. That's pretty bullish for Hong Kong. I mean, it's going to be so much easier for people to access these international currencies via stablecoins than ever before. You're not going to have to go into like a transfer exchange for international settlement. You're just going to go online and you're going to buy some renminbi. You're going to buy some yen. You're going to buy all these coins through, of course, stablecoins. And I think it's going to get a lot more exposure to some of these international companies and their fiat. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but some people have done those trades. Those arbitrages still exist today. Of course, we saw the yen carry trade with the dollar. It's going to be even easier to do that with the digital yen. All right. Anyway. India's long-awaited crypto tax reform enters talks. The authorities considering the crypto tax policy have begun asking industry players whether the current regime is driving businesses offshore. It has, very much so. It's really ridiculous. India imposes one of the world's harshest crypto tax regimes, a flat 30% levy on capital gains and a 1% tax deducted at source TDS on all transactions. Authorities have long awaited taking a hostile stance towards the sector. In 2018, the Reserve Bank of India barred banks from serving crypto firms, a move struck down from the Supreme Court in 2020. All right, how India compares with crypto tax jurisdictions in other countries. Still up there with, man, America's still up there too as one of the highest. It's ridiculous for other countries. Look at this, India sitting at 30% flat rate tax cut. U.S. up to 20% long term. We have Singapore, 0% for individuals. We have UAE, 0% for individuals. Japan, up to 55%. Ridiculous. Germany, sitting at 0%, is held for 1 year. So these countries are looking better to live at, I'm telling you, than the U.S. or India right now. All right, getting back into it, guys. Let's get back in the chat and see how you guys are still holding up here. Z-back to $2. You guys are insane. You guys are insane. It's not going to even get to $1 this cycle. It has to get to, what did I say, $86 billion market cap? Maybe next cycle. I just don't see it when there's so many other coins to invest into, unless a shit ton of money. I mean, we do have Larry Fink saying there's $36 trillion sitting on the sidelines waiting to get into this market. If we see half of that, maybe ZBET could get to $1, but not two. That'd be $170 billion market cap. I just don't see it, guys. Laid back, my eyes are red. Yes, I've been in BitUnix listing today on Zabak, says Andy. Let's go. Another listing for Zabak and BitUnix. It's not the biggest exchange, but it's better than nothing. Let's see. Let's take a look and see if we get that popping up on the news. If I could type today, this morning or this afternoon. ZBAC, BitUnix on X. Trading is now available. Here we go. The real news over on Twitter will show us the way. Trading is now available on the BitUnix spot trading market. This seems like it's old. That seems like it's old. February 20, 2025. That looks like it's really old. Maybe that's the old token? No, that's ZBCN. Yeah, that's ZBCN. That's the new token. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Maybe they got taken down and they brought it back. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened from Zabek. Let's see if I can find that in the news here. Next installment of our ongoing TV campaign, Every Second of Work Should Bring You Closer to Your Goals. Again, super excited with ZBEX real-time pay, your earnings streamed to you instantly, making every moment of your work count. I think this is definitely going to change the game for a lot of workers. It's the most exciting thing I am about financing, actually, when it comes to any project and DeFi. Don't work for later. Build your tomorrow today. I would love to get paid on YouTube every second. That'd be amazing. Our spaces on CodaPay, First International Bank and Trust, PayBridge. Guys, for those who don't know, YouTube pays their partners once a month. Between the dates of the 20 to 21, 19th to the 21st, something like that. So I just got paid on YouTube yesterday. And again, I have to wait a whole month for that, and it's not even enough to pay my rent for rent for the bunker. So again, just letting you know, that's how YouTube does their payroll. It sucks. That's why they need Zabek to pay everyone by the second. Why are you waiting for these old rails, man? We got to get off these old rails and get on the new rails. And ZBEC is ushering that in. I'm just so excited for it. It's so bullish. I just love it. Anyway, so yeah, ZBEC looking at 2046 right now on my ticker on my desk. Okay, what else we got here? Let's see what else we have in the chat here. My gosh, yes, Cliff coming in with another $5 super chat. My man. with the Strawberry Dragons, the wrenches. Yes, in the chat, eyes on the flames, of course, eyes on the chaos, looking towards the chaos. I love you, Cliff. Thanks again, my man. Thanks again for supporting the chaos this morning. Otaku wrench, the Strawberry Dragon doesn't have a wrench. How does she not have a wrench, guys? What the freak? Oh man, I give the wrench to the Strawberry Dragons. You are now one of our biggest mods. Thanks again, Strawberry. We love you. I cannot believe you do not have a wrench. That's why you gotta speak up, guys. Even Andy doesn't have a wrench on my channel. Andy doesn't have a wrench. Oh my God, I'm not messing around with that. Andy, you got one of the biggest wrenches too, my man. Yes, I just vote. I knight thee. Strawberry and Andy with the wrench. Guys, before you get to 1,000 subs, we're handing out wrenches left and right. Get your wrench before it's too late. I'm not giving another wrench away. Probably not giving another wrench away, ever. I mean, I've got so many wrenches, guys. You guys are so great. We've built such a great community here. I love all my friends and family here in the chat. Man, after this week, man, I feel like I've really connected with a ton of you guys. I love all the ideas you guys come back and forth with. Oh my God. I still can't get over this. I wake up and smile every day when I see my traffic light. One of you guys suggested, I forget who it was. Was it Bobbin? I think it was Bobbin suggested, or it was Cliff. I forget. Maybe it was Mad. I forget who was. It suggested I should put a Bitcoin symbol on my traffic light. I love it. I love it. Every day I wake up to this. It makes my my morning every so much better with you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. Yes, more wrenches. Wrenches unite. They will never take us. We are the biggest community of wrenches. I am now the biggest wrench, says Strawberry Dragons. And I'm very happy to have you here as well, Strawberry. Thanks again. My favorite flavor of dragon, Strawberry, who still has her job. It's amazing that Strawberry still has her job today. And I love teasing her on that as well. Again, in one of the most riskiest positions against AI, and she's holding in strong. That's one of course, a you're on like a telemarketing call center type of job, right? Work from home. So again, one of the biggest on the chopping block, if I remember correctly. Man Bush suggested the Bitcoin traffic light. Yes, thank you, Cliff, my man. Thanks again for reminding me, Jake. Thanks again to Cliff, the Bushman. He knows what he likes. He's a man, but he's a Bushman. We miss you. We miss having a Bushman on there. Ever since Google changed their at profiles, it's so weird to keep up with who's who anymore. When I gotta read through the chat and be like, who is Perez, or who is this person or that person? And I'm just like, I know this person. Even Strawberry Dragons, like. Having that 5 on there trips me off. God. Oh, geez. Bitcoin on the traffic light chaos hive mind. Yes, I love how all of us are basically in sync now. In sync with the chaos. It's insane. Airline customer service working from home. Yes, on the chopping block. Yes, you are, Strawberry. Every day is a blessing. Yes. I love it. But those robots are coming, man. They're coming for that position for sure. Oh, the dolphins. What's going on with the dolphins, Bobbin? All right. The chaos ensues. Let's see what else we can find on the news today. Before we head out, we're getting closer now to 11:30. It's one of the latest we have ever ran the show into.
Has sent markets absolutely surging
in the morning
across the board in the equity space. Let's take a look. S&P up more than 1.5%, and as Tom was saying, as the session grows on, you see those gains just building. In the bond space, you can see 2-year yields plunging by 10 basis points. 10-year yields down by 8
Bitcoin almost at 117.
Gaining steam, almost a certainty that they are going to cut rates come next month. Then you have the dollar weakening dramatically. You see the euro 117.28 as people look to the potential for an ongoing accommodation, even in the face of inflation that is still above that 2% target. This, to me, Tom, really does speak to the moment that we're in. People were expecting that maybe this was going to set the tone, and certainly right now in markets, it is.
Yeah, I have to wait to see what the action is. And the action this morning was to bring in a more accommodative regime. I'm sorry, we still have data coming up, and they may be sobered by the CPI data. I don't have a strong opinion on this, but I got to look at the data. I think I trust the data.
Well, we have two prospective Fed chairs here joining us now, Tracy Alloway and Joe Weisenthal. They also are the co-hosts of Bloomberg's Odd Lots podcast. And I believe you are actually sitting in...
All right. More bantering over at Bloomberg. Let's see if we got any more headlines. Any more fun guests at CNBC? Tom Lee was, of course, a good one. Powell sees 2.9% core inflation PCE in July.
There were enough caveats, but, when you read between the lines and you assess the tone, this was not just tipping his hat for a September 17th rate cut. I think this was actually a move towards suggesting that we're going to be in for a sequence of rate cuts ahead. I think that's what I came out of it, that this is not just going to be September and then we're going to pause. I think there's going to be a sequence of cuts coming after that.
Very bullish coming out of CNBC right now. Bullishness calling for 2 or 3. We were talking about 2 at the beginning of this year. At the beginning of this year. At the middle of this year. Now we're looking at maybe 3 now with this bullish outlook on tariffs adjusting for inflation, yada, yada, yada nonsense. We're not even going to get the big one until the end of the year, and that's, of course, China, probably in October, if we even get that deal done. So we'll see. What else we have here? Fox Business, what are they talking about? I'm not sure. Looking at some sort of opinion piece there. I don't know what's going on with that. Powell indicates conditions may warrant interest rate cuts as Fed proceeds carefully into September. That's on CNBC's headline right now. Trump says he'll fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook if she doesn't resign. He can't fire her. I'm pretty sure he can't fire anyone at the Fed because, again, they are not part of the government. They're a third-party company. All right, that controls all of the markets. It's so stupid, but that's the truth. Guys, read the Creatures from Jekyll Island. Figure out what's going on there. That's all I'm gonna say. What else we have here? Crypto bubbles. Take another gander here. Oh my god. Sea of green everywhere. Almost 5% up on the top 100 right now. Everything moving up. Even Doge is up 7.3%. Getting closer to that 25 cent target. Virtuous Protocol, I was just telling you guys, that was 35% down on the month. Now up up from 24. Now only down 24% on the month. Again, still, I told you guys that was gonna probably happen to pop off. I don't hold any. I just calling it like I see it. Say having a little bit of a breakout as well. 10% move, almost 9%. What are we looking at else here? Anything other big moves that we already mentioned? We already talked about Morpho. Aerodrome Finance having a huge move, 18% up. Holy crap. Another leg. Probably another leg after this too. Again, it's Friday, guys. Happy Friday. It's a good Friday. I don't see much more happening after this. After this session, right? So watch around 3 o'clock. We start to dip down. Foreign markets are not going to open, so we're going into the weekend. See maybe a little bit of chopping to the right as more of this kind of floods into the foreign market opens, and some of the after-hour trading does occur. We still have, of course, Sunday to look forward to, a big move on Sunday. I'm calling for that on Sunday night. We'll talk more about that tonight as the markets evolve. I'm probably going to call it here, guys. I think we got pretty much all the euphoria. We covered it. We captured it, right? We got it all in a bottle full of chaos, and we're going to freaking unleash it into the world. I can't wait to see how tonight, what tonight will bring. And yes, tonight is also, again, my God, this is right, 100%. Tonight is, of course, open for like Friday. So, guys, if you are part of the crypto community over at Crypto Futures and participate with their Patreon over there, I will be joining them, of course, with the mixer over on Friday night. I gotta catch up with Rob, man, too. It sucks that his streams are all now conflicting with mine, so I don't get to really catch much of his streams anymore. But we do gotta catch up. Friday and Saturday nights at 9:30 p.m. Central. Gamma-ritas tonight, y'all. 100% Gamma-ritas. Hopefully, Rob joins us again. I do gotta catch up with him. I heard that he's having issues with another neighbor. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on, my man? I feel for you, man. Much love out to Rob, of course. Crypto Futures Patreon link is in the description below, guys. So if you all want to catch it over there, see what that's all the hype's about over there. A lot of hype indeed, because guys, we would not be sitting on huge portfolios of Zebek if it weren't for Rob, the man, with the plan and the gems. Strawberry Dragons, yes, coming with a $2 super chat saying to talk to you tonight, guys. We will see you all tonight. We'll have some great drinks tonight as well. I might have to go out and buy something. I'm running kind of low. I still got some. I got some St. Elmo's. I could always drink some St. Elmo's. I don't think I have any more soda. I think I used up all the rest of my soda, so I might have to step out tonight and grab some stuff to mix, some whiskey drinks. OG Bogan says later we are all one. Count accordingly. Yes, I can't wait to see you all there. Stay frosty, guys. 100% stay frosty. You're absolutely right. Greased up Nebs, as we are going to see some crazy waves here in the markets soon. I'll catch you guys tonight. Have a great Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tonight as we cover, of course, the market reactions on 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, 7 Central. 7 Central. I will see you guys soon. Have a great one, guys. Peace.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, gold Nike. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my walls with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood talking and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Yes, Thailand, guys, Thailand. Thailand is loading. OBU Bowman, of course, shilling some Thailand trips. Not road trips. You can't drive to Thailand. We should have a freaking. I don't know why we don't have intercontinental bridges at this point. We definitely need them. Anyway, yes, later we're all one. Of course, yes. I'll put Nebs on the suitcase for Thailand. Really? You're gonna try to cram? You might be able to find a suitcase that he can actually accommodate. Oh my god! Oh my god! He's your favorite one to sell on the street, huh? That's insane. All right, guys. Heading out, of course. Thanks again for participating with all of the bull action today. I remembered what this thing was called. It's a bull, guys. We're back at it. Again, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe before you head out today. Thanks again, guys, for of course committing to the chaos. Yes, supporting the chaos and the channel. Yeah, and maybe have an orange pill. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to have an orange pill again. If you just have one of these, you'll forget about all these up dips and all these ridiculous, movements, price movements. You just buy and hodl. That's it. Buy and hodl. Just one pill a day, and of course keeps all the FOMO away. All right, guys, and the FUD. More importantly, the FUD keeps the FUD at bay. There you go, the FUD at bay. All right, guys, have a good one. I will catch you tonight. Take it easy and enjoy your Friday. Touch some grass. Peace.
Bet.